Double Dragon on the NES is a freaking great game. Back in the day, I didn't know that, you know, you could have, it was actually supposed to be 2-player in the arcade at the same time. That's why you had Double Dragon. It sounds so simple, but in the day, I was only like 8, and so the only one I knew of was on the Nintendo, and played the shit out of it over at a friend's house. And so as you're going through, there's like 2 modes basically. You have like a your 4-mission story mode, and then you have like this crazy ass versus mode. And played the shit out of the versus back in the day. It's like a prototype Street Fighter, fun and not even near balanced. Dumb. 2 Bobos against each other is freaking great. But as you're playing through the story, you can like get points, and as you gain these points, you gain levels. And I think there's like 7 or whatever. And as you gain these levels, and you get extra abilities. So your character starts off, you can't do jump kick. All you can do is punch and kick, and I think maybe a headbutt. And it's not too hot, but later on you get your jump kick, and then really later on you get your elbow, which is just broken stupidness, and you just spend the rest of your game trying to elbow a Bobo while he just ducks. While you're not, I'm not going to look at you, but I'm going to elbow you in the face and walk up and down. And you know, if you run into it, that's your problem. It's just one of those things, because elbow is so freaking great. It's broken as heck. It's great. It's fun, but it's got some big problems in terms of platforming, because they wanted, on the last 2 missions, you got a lot of platforming to do, and your character is like sucks. He sucks at it. He can't platform with the shit. But you never mind that you're pressing A and B at the same time to do your platformers, and then you got moving platforms and like these little like spikes coming through the ceiling that if you're trying to inkling through them, if you double tap too much, you do a headbutt, so you'll headbutt the spike as it's coming down. It's awkward as hell. It's one of those things where it's like they just trying to add variety to the game, and it probably should have just stayed beating up guys to the very end. But platforming, it's bad. But for makeup, you got some of the best game music on NES. Absolute phenomenal. Level 4 is a bastard of a level, and it takes a lot of your skill to do. And it took me, I don't know, I didn't beat the game till it was like 35. I worked my ass off to beat it because it's so freaking hard. But it's just fun, and it's classic, and it's one of those things that's, you know, even if you don't play very much of it before, you could go through and then play that little versus mode against a friend for 5 minutes, and you know, it's real dumb fun. It's dumb fun, and it's a classic game that, now Double Dragon 2 for an NES gets all of the attention, because you actually can play 2 players, and Double Dragon 3 is a piece of shit. But Double Dragon 1 is my favorite because of the top-notch music, the classic gameplay, and jump kicking and getting on Chin's face and just beating the heck out of it. It's great. It's great. And classic, brutal, unfun. Kitty throws a paw way up. That soundtrack, we play that shit in our car, man, as we're going down the street. And then Brian is really appreciated that we went through after so many years and beat this guy. Double Dragon is tough, my opinion.